AI isn't just helping us write emails anymore. It's literally telling people what to buy. Today, we're digging into how those AI shopping assistants pick brands and what e-commerce teams can actually do about it. Chris, thanks for joining me.
Happy to be here, Vanessa. This shift from search engines to AI shopping assistants is one of the biggest changes happening in e-commerce right now.
Let's start with the why. Are people really using tools like ChatGPT or Gemini instead of Google when they're shopping?
Yes, and at scale. Recent studies show over half of consumers have replaced traditional search engines with generative AI for product recommendations, and more than a third, especially Gen Z, already use AI for product discovery.
That sounds like a huge behavior shift. Is this still experimental traffic, or does it already matter for midsize and enterprise brands?
It very much matters. Adobe saw AI-sourced traffic to retail sites grow by thousands of % year over year, and those visitors are more engaged with lower bounce rates. So this is now a meaningful, high-intent demand channel.
Give us a lay of the land. What are the main AI shopping assistants and surfaces brands need to care about in 2025-2026?
You've got ChatGPT's shopping research, Google's AI mode and AI overviews, Perplexity with product cards, Amazon's Rufus and Alexa experiences, plus emerging agentic commerce tools from Shopify, Google, Visa, and others. Together, they form a fragmented but converging ecosystem.
And these aren't just fancy search boxes, right? How are they different from classic keyword search?
They act more like decision coaches. They interpret intent, ask clarifying questions, pull evidence from multiple sources, then apply criteria, price, specs, trust, fit, to synthesize a recommendation in conversation form.
So if I'm an e-commerce leader listening to this, the million-dollar question is, how does an AI assistant actually decide which brands or products to recommend?
Under the hood, they're using structured product feeds, web content and SEO signals, reviews and user-generated content, price and availability data, and broader brand trust signals. All of that feeds into how relevant and reliable your products look.
Let's unpack structured data first, because that feels very controllable. What do these assistants expect from a product feed?
Most follow specs similar to OpenAI and Google Shopping. Every SKU should have a clean ID, title, description, product link, image link, price, availability, and brand. Plus optional fields like GTIN, category, variants, shipping details, and returns when possible.
And what about freshness? I know a lot of teams struggle to keep everything in sync across channels.
Freshness is critical. If your feed says something is in stock and your site says it's out, that inconsistency erodes trust. For most catalogs, daily feed updates are the minimum. For fast-moving inventory or dynamic pricing, hourly updates via APIs are ideal.
Beyond feeds, you mentioned web content and SEO still matter. How does a classic SEO play into AI shopping recommendations?
Google explicitly grounds its AI answers in its core ranking systems, so technical SEO and content quality still form the foundation. But we now extend this into generative engine optimization and answer engine optimization, structuring content to be easily quoted and used in conversational answers.
Talk to me about those GEO and AEO tactics. What should a brand actually build on their site?
Create intent-aligned content hubs and buying guides that match the questions AI assistants receive, like best running shoes for flat feet. Use clear headings, comparison tables, FAQ sections, and question-style titles so AI can lift those answers directly and cite you.
You also called out reviews and UGC as a big input. How much do those matter for AI assistants?
They matter a lot. Assistants look at ratings, review volume, sentiment, and even community Q&A on places like Amazon or Reddit. Rich, detailed reviews with pros and cons become evidence the AI can use to justify recommending your product.
So if I'm a brand, what's my playbook for reviews in an AI-driven world?
You want more volume and depth. Post-purchase campaigns, prompts for use case details, photos, videos, and you need structured data for aggregate ratings and counts. Keep ratings consistent across your site, your feeds, and marketplaces so the AI sees a coherent signal.
You mentioned price, shipping, and returns as well. Are AI assistants really looking at those nitty-gritty commercial terms?
Yes. Research from Visa shows people use AI agents to save time and find better prices, and they want transparency. That pushes AI to consider list price, discounts, shipping costs and windows, and return policies, and it rewards brands that expose those details clearly and consistently.
What about the softer side? Brand trust and reliability. How does an AI system even judge that?
It looks for consistency across data sources and external evidence for your claims, certifications, lab tests, reputable press. It also observes how you're talked about in reviews and forums, and how often your data is accurate over time.
Let's zoom in on the decision criteria. If an AI is implicitly scoring products, what dimensions is it probably using?
Think of at least 5 axes: relevance to the user's intent, strength of evidence backing product claims, comparative value versus alternatives, fit to the user's specific preferences or constraints, and safety or policy compliance. Weak data on any of those makes you easier to skip.
Okay, so we know the inputs and criteria. What can e-commerce teams actually influence in practice, rather than hoping the AI just likes them?
You can directly influence structured product data quality, geo-ready on-site content, reviews and UGC, clarity of price and policies, and broader brand trust signals. Plus, you can monitor and optimize visibility using specialized AI tools.
Let's tackle those levers one by one. For structured data, if a team could only do a few things this quarter, what would you prioritize?
First, make sure every SKU has complete core fields and key identifiers. Second, fix any price and availability mismatches between feeds and your site. Third, add the attributes that matter most for your category, like size, material, performance metrics, into both schema and descriptions.
On the content side, how do teams move from basic product pages to something that actually sings for AI assistants?
Build category-level guides and Q&A style articles that mirror real shopper questions. Use structure, headings like how to choose, comparison lists, FAQs, to make your site the easiest place for AI to pull comprehensive, trustworthy answers.
You mentioned tools like Era can help with that geo layer. What exactly does Era do for a brand?
Era tracks your visibility across major AI models, shows how often and how you're mentioned, then automatically generates and publishes AI-optimized content to your CMS based on observed queries and gaps. It basically turns AI insights into daily content operations.
That sounds powerful, but maybe heavyweight. Who is Era best suited for?
It's ideal for e-commerce brands from roughly $10 million up to over $1 billion in GMV, plus DTC retailers, marketplaces, and performance agencies. For very small catalogs, it can be overkill. For larger ones, it becomes a central AI visibility system.
Let's stay on tooling for a minute. Beyond Era, what categories of tools are emerging around AI shopping visibility?
We're seeing AI visibility platforms like Era, SEO platforms with AI extensions focused on Google AI overviews, retail media and marketplace analytics tools, brand monitoring for voice assistants, chatbot monitoring for owned assistants, and marketplace listing optimization tailored for generative search.
If I'm a CMO listening and trying to build a stack, what's the smart combination of these tools?
At a strategic level, you want an AI visibility platform for cross-assistant monitoring and GEO, marketplace optimization tools for channel-specific performance, and your existing SEO and analytics platforms to tie everything back to web traffic and paid media.
Let's go one level deeper on the AI visibility platforms. What features should marketers be demanding from vendors in 2026?
Multimodal monitoring, share of voice tracking, citation and quote analysis, SKU-level visibility, and automated geo recommendations are table stakes. On top of that, you want APIs, CMS integration, catalog sync, clear KPIs around AI-sourced revenue, and transparent pricing and governance.
You've used the phrase AI visibility a lot and contrasted it with SEO. Can you make that distinction really crisp?
SEO tells you where you rank on search results pages. AI visibility tells you how often assistants like ChatGPT or Gemini actually recommend your brand, what they say about you, and how often your SKUs are included in their decision sets. That's a different measurement layer.
So, a traditional rank tracking dashboard won't tell me if ChatGPT is naming my brand when someone asks for the best running shoe?
Exactly. It can't show whether you're in the conversation at all. You need tools that query assistants with buying prompts, log mentions and positions, then track share of voice and recommendation frequency over time.
You mentioned connecting that visibility back to P&L impact. How are leading teams measuring ROI from AI assistants today?
They segment AI-sourced traffic, like Adobe does, and compare engagement and conversion, then tie changes in AI share of voice to shifts in assistant-sourced revenue. As AI-driven traffic grows, these metrics become core acquisition levers.
Let's hit some practical FAQs. First, how often should a brand refresh its AI-facing product feeds?
Minimum is daily for most catalogs. If your prices, stock, or promotions move quickly, aim for hourly, API-driven updates so assistants always see accurate information and don't lose trust in your data.
Second FAQ. What's the bare minimum schema a brand should have in place per SKU to show up well in AI answers?
At minimum, you need an ID, title, description, canonical link, image link, price with currency, availability, and brand. Whenever possible, add identifiers, category, variant attributes, shipping and returns, and rating data. Those extra fields materially improve recommendations.
Third, what KPIs would you put on an AI visibility dashboard for an e-commerce team?
Key metrics include AI share of voice by category, recommendation frequency, AI-sourced traffic and revenue, sentiment and framing around your brand, and SKU coverage, meaning how many of your priority products actually appear in assistant answers.
And if someone asks, how do we track brand mentions across different assistants like ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, how do you answer?
You either use an AI visibility platform to automate cross-model queries and logging, or you build your own scheduled query set that covers brand, category, and use case searches. Then you categorize results by mention, position, and sentiment, and trend them over time.
One last FAQ. Is AI shopping visibility just a subset of SEO that my existing team can tack on?
No, it builds on SEO, but adds requirements. High-fidelity feeds for assistants, multi-assistant monitoring, SKU-level alignment with decision criteria, and readiness for autonomous shopping agents. It's emerging as its own discipline, GEO and AEO, adjacent to but distinct from SEO.
Before we wrap, can you give e-commerce leaders a concise action list to start influencing AI recommendations this quarter?
Sure. Audit your product data and fix inconsistencies. Map decision criteria in your category and surface those attributes in specs and schema. Build geo-ready Q&A content hubs. Strengthen reviews and trust signals. And deploy an AI visibility platform like Era to monitor and optimize across assistants.
I love that it's not just write better copy, but really re-architect how your brand shows up to machines making decisions. Any final thought on the stakes here?
If you act now, you position yourself to be the brand AI systems recommend by default when consumers ask what to buy. As AI native discovery becomes dominant, that's going to separate the winners from everyone else.
Chris, this has been incredibly clarifying. For listeners, the takeaway is simple. AI shopping assistants are already steering high-intent traffic, and you can shape whether they choose you. Get your data, content, reviews, and visibility stack in order now. Your future customers are already asking the AIs what to buy.